What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is tonibryanne, and in today's video we are going to be discussing Chrisean Rock's story. So before y'all say like the background looks different or even the camera looks different, I am currently filming on my phone because my camera decided to just fail on me. My laptop's not working right now. It's just a lot going on, so I'm getting my laptop fixed tomorrow, and my camera, I'm gonna let it like just kind of chill overnight and hopefully it works, but if not, I have to get that fixed as well. Hence why y'all have not been seeing much content coming out of me, because all this stuff is just going on. Now, I don't know who's preying on my downfall, but we're gonna keep it going. The show must go on, okay? So I'm gonna try not to look at myself because I have it on like front camera and it's hard not to look at myself. But we're gonna make this work, okay? Now, before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, the Giveaway app. The Giveaway app is a one-stop solution with the aim to be the #1 online platform in Nigeria and Africa at large. The Giveaway app is a payment platform that you can use to tip, donate, receive payment, or deliver a mass giveaway in person or online. The best part about this app is that you are able to get these payments instantaneously by using a QR code. This QR code is super convenient, especially when giving away money to somebody you may not know. So the Giveaway app has not launched yet, but there is currently a wait list, and there are a lot of perks that come with this wait list. If you click the Giveaway app link in my bio, you will be able to add your phone number and add your Instagram page. You will then receive a notification once the app officially launches, and the first 5,000 people to sign up for the Giveaway app will receive 1,000 Naira. And those funds will only be able to be withdrawn if you are able to send 20 Naira to 5 friends, which further encourages the act of giving, which is why it's called the Giveaway app. So the link to the Giveaway app is in my bio. Please be sure to check the app out. I currently have the app and I am more than happy and willing to use it once I have some friends to share the money with, okay? And thank you, Giveaway app, for sponsoring this segment of the video. So now let's get into Chrisean Rock and her origin and just her background story. So I personally want to do this video because I feel as if Chrisean has a very bad rep. And if I'm being honest, I didn't have the most kind thoughts about her and seeing how she behaved around a man who is Blueface, if you guys do not know who he is. So that encouraged me to look at her story, and after seeing her story, I really sympathize with this girl. It breaks my heart, and it makes a lot more sense now why she behaves the way that she does. So let's get straight into this video. Chrisean Rock was born March 14, 2000 in Baltimore, Maryland, and she was the 11th child of 12 siblings. As we already know, Baltimore has not the best reputation for being a good environment for children. The crime rates are very high, violence, poverty levels, and Chrisean kind of fell right into a lot of these stereotypes held against anyone that's from Baltimore or grew up in Baltimore.
And I just wanted to add that I lived in Baltimore for just about 4 years if COVID didn't come and take over. But I went to college in Baltimore, and I've dated people from Baltimore, and I have family from Baltimore and currently lives there. And I also had an internship at a news station in Baltimore where I was very involved with a lot of the news going on in Baltimore, and I was a part of some of the stories during the time that I was there. So I'm informed on Baltimore, and I do plan on coming back in a few years for work. Fingers crossed that'll happen, but I just wanted to clarify that. I don't want to have anyone from Baltimore think that I'm talking down on Baltimore. Baltimore was like a second home to me for so long, and I definitely loved my time there. Okay, back to the video.
By the time Chrisean was born, she was basically set up for failure. Her father was incarcerated, and her mother had an addiction problem and wasn't really in her life that much. She was in and out her life a lot.
Like she was on drugs. When I was little, she used to braid my hair and walk me to school. She used to braid my hair and walk me to school and things like that. And then it starts slowly progressing to her always in the bed.
As a young child, Chrisean shared a one-bedroom apartment with her 11 siblings and mother. By the time she was 9 years old, she was left homeless. And this lasted for a lot of years, where she was homeless and just hoping for positivity to come in her life. And her mom kept promising her that she was going to be living in an apartment again, or a house, or have a home, should I say. And it just seemed that it was never going to happen for her.
We went from probably one bedroom apartment, and it's all of us, to living with people. I say 9 years I've been homeless for. When I was 9 and when I first went homeless and when she said we was gonna get a home, like, I kept believing that, and it ended up being like, oh, I'm 15, 16 now. I'll go through all my day because I'm focused in my class, my friends, oh, at lunch, oh, we're going, oh, I got training with this coach. But then when all that's over, I'm like, oh, I don't have a home.
So in order to get through the many hardships set against her, she started getting into sports and of course making friends in school, and she decided to run track. And she wasn't just good at track, she was pretty great, and that led her a spot on the show Ultimate Tag.
Tonight on Ultimate Tag, please welcome Chrisean Shawnee Malone.
Her name shouldn't be Dynamite. Why? She's slow.
Now, before we even get into the show, let's talk a little bit about the background of track. Chrisean said that her friends and even her coaches were so supportive of her in the circumstance that she was in. While she was going to school and doing her best and then also doing sports, they noticed that there was something off about her in reference to her just not being a happy child, no matter how much of a front she decided to put on. And they supported her through that, and she felt supported through that. And of course, she got on Ultimate Tag, which is a competitive show. Not only did she get on, but she also won the grand prize of $10,000.
I've been tapped in beast mode this whole time. I'm ready to just win this money. Let's go.
Oh, I won. I won the money. I went on there. It was like, yeah, we knew Chrisean was just coming here for the money. Yes, I need the money. It's not a sad story. It's a motivation story.
But how she keep her legs up and be like,
For her to still be up on top, like, hey, I'm right here, that shows you that she is a warrior.
As a young, black, beautiful woman, I am a survivor.
She's a champion, period.
Just breathe. Since I didn't have the childhood I should have, then I can have the future that I deserve.
She seemed confident, competitive, and unstoppable. Might I also mention that Chrisean also did have a YouTube channel. She has about 64,000 subscribers where she'd do like makeup routines and show a little bit about her life. And honestly, she just seemed so much more youthful and happy at that point. Her voice sounded different.
Welcome to Shawnee Shine Show. This is my first YouTube. I know you loving the hair. I just washed it. I'm going to, I don't know, get to know y'all more on here. More I post.
makeup, buzzing. Okay, so when I got my face on for, okay, so I did my eyebrows, my lashes, you know what I'm saying, the regular, schmegler foundation, you know, put the John on.
But somehow, some way, she ended up on Blueface's Bad Girls Club.
Damn, y'all late. They already fighting.
So Blueface's Bad Girls Club was basically a rendition of Bad Girls Club on Oxygen. I don't want to call it a rendition. It kind of was like a copy and paste that went on during COVID, and it was very popular because everybody was bored at home. This is when COVID first started, and this is when the show was popping, and Chrisean was like one of the standout stars.
My name is Chrisean. I live in California.
One thing that stood out to everybody was that she really rode for Blueface.
Have you ever Blueface? No.
Would you?
If you want to be my man for real.
And no one expected for them to get together. After the show ended, she constantly was living with him. She was around him. She got his name tattooed on her. And not just once, but 9 times she got his name tattooed on her. During the show, she lost her front tooth. And this is what it gets a little bit like wacky. She never wanted to put the tooth back in, okay? Now, I completely understand that, you know, it's about confidence, being yourself. But let's be real, most women, especially in our society where vanity is very important, they're not going to be happy walking around with just one tooth. Now, I know she said that it was part of her image, but it just seemed like a cry for help in my opinion. Now, I don't know her personally, like I said, but it seemed as if it was a cry for help. Throughout this period of Chrisean being on Ultimate Tag and then getting on Blueface's show, she was incarcerated several times. She has recently been incarcerated as well. Her and Blueface were seen in a domestic dispute outside. She's constantly indulging herself in alcohol. It's just a lot going on, and I wanted to look at her story, and now hearing her story, it makes a lot more sense why she'd attach herself to a man like Blueface. Though I'm almost certain Blueface has gone through stuff himself, because the way his mother and siblings act towards him and towards Chrisean, it's concerning. The way his mother acts in general is a bit concerning, and I understand why he may be the way he is as well. But I tend to advocate for women because I am a woman, and especially seeing another Black woman being down, I hate that for her. And it's just just very sad and tragic to see. And I think he feeds off of her being so needy and kind of desperate for him and saying how she rides for him. She does a lot to appease him and appease a man. And it may be because her father wasn't in her life. And even when he got out of prison when she was 7 years old, he still was in and out of her life. Her mother also dealing with addiction does not really help either. That means that her mom was not really a mother figure in her life as well. And it's just tragic to see and just seeing the cycle continue. Also in a live, she mentioned that Blueface made her get rid of children.
Shit with your story. You could have gave her the gift without what?
Who you talking to?
Yeah, you you. Yeah, nigga, fuck. Talking about what hurt.
Instagram?
Let me tell you what hurt,
You on
nigga.
Instagram?
When you told me get rid of the babies and then have a baby with a bitch you're not even with. That's what really hurt. Are you listening? Or are you scared to listen? Like, then you post the bitch on the page. What do you mean? That's some punk ass shit. I don't care.
And though I do think that's very messed up to do, I think she has a lot of healing to do before this cycle continues. And I hope she takes that into consideration as well. The cycle is not broken until you do the work to make sure it doesn't affect the next generation. And according to her, they made things official as of August 10th, 2022. She's a beautiful woman. She seems like she has a beautiful spirit. Seeing that interview of her that she did with Fox 45 in Baltimore was almost heartbreaking to see, and to see a woman so broken. And I'm almost certain, and especially with the way she has been behaving, that within these 2 years, she still is not fully healed from her childhood trauma. But really, her story is just the case of do not judge a book by its cover. I understand that it is a little bit off, and even her getting a tooth and then having his face on the tooth and just making a joke out of it. It seems she does like the attention. I've been seeing people say that a lot. I think she does like the attention, but maybe it's because she didn't have a lot of attention growing up. I mean, she had 11 other siblings and she had to really fend for herself. The story is tragic, and I just really hope that she gets the love and support she needs. She needs to separate herself from Blueface. Blueface needs to get some help too, because I'm sure he has a lot of trauma. Two traumatic people do not need to be together. They both need to go heal and then come back together. No, actually don't come back together. Find someone else or something, because there's too much trauma and history of how they were treated in that relationship. But it's just a sad story overall, and I just felt it was important to share her story, at least the aspects that I learned about her story. We don't know a lot about Chrisean because she's more private when it comes to like her past life, and we don't know a lot about her parents or where her relationship stands with them today. But it is very unfortunate, and I really do hope she gets the prayer and healing that she absolutely needs. All right, you guys, that is the end of this video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please comment down below why you think Chrisean is with Blueface. Do you think it's because of her trauma? Do you think it's soul ties? What do you think is the problem? And how do you feel about her? Please be respectful and kind in the comments. You don't know what happened to people in their past, and I learned that just from watching and hearing a little bit more about her story. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I love and I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.